Hey guys, it's Yvette and welcome to Vlogmas day 26. You know that actually when I'm filming this, it is the day before. So it is the very tail end of my birthday. And I mean, I think it's like 11 p.m. or pretty darn close if it's not already. So today all I have is to open a Cotton Cuts fat quarter, which is fine. But I just thought I would tell you a little bit about our day, about our Christmas day. Basically, I was up very late the night before because we had, so I'm talking about Wednesday. Wednesday, it was pretty warm here in Connecticut, at least my neck of Connecticut. We got to almost 60 degrees here. And so I had been pretty hopeful that we would have sort of a white Christmas because I figured we would have all of the leftover Christmas from the snowstorm that we had a couple of weeks ago. Or was that 1 week ago? I don't even remember when it was, but we still had that snow on the ground. We had in the backyard where no one walks or anything like that, we probably had at least close to a foot of snow. So I was pretty excited about that. I was thinking, oh good, it's going to be a white Christmas. Well, like I said, yesterday it turned really warm. And then I don't remember what time, but at some point last night, it started like raining really hard and we had a lot of wind. I mean, it was so loud. The cats were freaking out, especially Smudgy. Smudgy he's very sensitive. I thought he was going to run down to the basement, but he never did. And so I stayed up with them and ended up going to bed. I mean, I fell asleep a few times with them, but ended up actually going to bed around 4 a.m. And the wind had died down. I had heard some noise outside, but kind of wrote it off. You know what I mean? Nothing had like hit the house or anything like that. So went to bed. Turned off the alarm before I went to bed because I just knew that as soon as I went to bed, the alarm was going to go off from either something hitting the window or the wind rattling the window or something like that. So I figured, you know what? It's better just, you know, turn it off. Jim's going to be up in a couple hours. Because, yes, it doesn't matter what day it is. Jim gets up at the crack of dawn. So, I ended up sleeping until a little after 11 when my dad called to say happy birthday. And so when the phone rang, that's when I got up. And our plan was to make lasagna for Christmas. Well, obviously it wasn't going to be for lunch at this point. I mean, good thing it's just the two of us. But I told Jim, I said, you should have just woken me up. I could have taken a nap. It's not a big deal. Anyway, but he didn't know about that I was up till 4 with the cats. And I told him, I said, the wind was crazy. I was like, did you hear any of that? And he's like, no. And he looked like kind of like angry or something. And I was like, what's the matter? What's going on? And he goes, so you didn't happen to notice the trampoline that flew into the yard? No. So apparently we have a neighbor behind us and to one side. And they have this trampoline. It's a big trampoline. And not only is it like really big, but it also had those nets on the side. So, y'all, I mean, listen, I have, you know, I've lived in a state where we have tornadoes. Okay, I've seen tornadoes. Maybe not like a cajillion of them, but there was no tornado. I mean, unless... I mean, well, it was dark and I wasn't really looking for it, but anyway, so, and there was nothing else, like, during all these other storms that we've had, other people have had, like, trees come down, branches break off of everything, nothing. The guy across the street, one of his reindeer that he has for Christmas decor fell over. One person's trash can got flown to the end of the street. Other than that, nothing, right? So Jim is telling me that we have a trampoline in our arborvitae in the back of the house. And I'm like, okay. He goes, look out the window. Well, of course, our arborvitae are like, they're tall. They're like 20 feet tall, okay? Because they were put up down the entire you know, like we have our houses backing up to each other, but whoever the builder was for our street put arborvitae up along the whole way for like a divider. That, you know, just a natural divider, not like, you know, fences and stuff like that. So I look out there and I can see that there is an enormous trampoline in our arborvitae. So I sit down, I'm like, well, why didn't you come wake me up? I would have helped you. I'm like, how in the world are you going to, because apparently he had gone out there when it was still pouring rain and was trying to get the trampoline out of the arborvitae. And he kept saying, I don't know why the people in the houses behind us didn't come out to help. And I said, Jim, maybe they're not home. Maybe they went somewhere for Christmas or something. I mean, I know most people are not. Most people are staying home or whatever. I said, but maybe they did. Okay. So I started making the lasagna. And I made some coffee. And then, Sammy. Come see Sammy. Mommy's in here. I can see you. I see your little face. Hi. Okay, she's here. So, a little bit later, I told you guys that I was going to try not to work today. I actually have not worked today. I did check some emails and I responded to some wishes of Merry Christmas and Happy Birthday and stuff like that, but I don't consider that work. So, at some point, I was like trying to kind of take a little nap. I knew I needed to start making dinner at X time, right? So I had set the alarm to go off at a time prior to that so that I would get up and be able to make dinner in time. So I might have fallen asleep for like 5-10 minutes. And then Jim comes in and he says, can you come help me with the trampoline? Okay, I'll go help you. So I went upstairs because, of course, I had taken a shower, but I had put on, like, you know, joggers and, you know, a big old shirt, no bra. I mean, we girls know what that's about. So I came upstairs and I put on some jeans and I put a sport bra on. That's my, you know, I'm in the middle there. So I put on a sport bra and I put this shirt on because I was figuring I didn't want to have like my almost like pajamas shirt on and then it gets soaking wet because I didn't know if it was raining or what. Okay, so I go out there and he's got this set of gloves. He goes, put on the gloves. Okay, so put on gloves. And so what he found out is that both of the houses that are sort of behind us, nobody's home at either house. So he's like, I guess they both went to see family for Christmas. So, okay. So there's nobody to help us. And believe it or not, this thing is heavy because like the poles and the whatever, the body of the trampoline is like, it's not aluminum. It's like steel. And the guy who lives behind us, probably wouldn't go so far as to say he's a hoarder, but he's got lots of junk in the back, right? So, and he's got a shed. So he's got a shed, and then we have a shed like right behind him. And thankfully it did not hit our shed because, I mean, we had that thing specially built to match the house. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But we're back there. And so I'm like, okay, what do you want me to do? And he says, just lift this and we're going to move it this way. And I said, okay, well, we need to be careful. I don't want to lay it down on this guy's garage. And he's like, no, I don't either. He says, we need to figure out a place we're going to put it where it's not going to squish any of his stuff either, you know, and we can't possibly get it back into the neighbor's yard who owns the trampoline because he has this really nice fence and they have like this like row of bushes on the side, at least on this side of the fence where the other neighbor is. And I told him, I said, Jim, we could never do that. We risk the damaging, and also he has a shed, which is right there in that corner. Like we run a risk of damaging their shed, damaging their fence, or, you know, who knows what. I said, so I do not feel comfortable trying to get it back into his yard. And he says, no, I get it. We're not going to do that. Okay. So we are like trying to lift this thing and maneuver it into a spot where it's just laying on top of the poor old guy who lives behind us, his trash pile or whatever that is back there. It's I mean, seriously, it's overgrown with like grass and weeds and stuff. So it can't be that important. But we still, you know, I mean, we didn't want anything to like get anything that could be squished. We didn't want it to be squished. So anyway, so we did that this afternoon for about a half an hour, 45 minutes. Hi, Jellybean. Did you tell everybody if you got everything for Christmas? Yeah. He's not going to show his face, watch. So then I came back in. It was time to start making lasagna. So I made my lasagna and we watched a little TV till the lasagna was made. And then, oh no, I know what we watched. We watched like some kind of special on the Bee Gees. We love the Bee Gees. It is the Bee Gees, right? That's the Brothers Gibb. Bee Gees, yeah. Oh my gosh, you guys. Like I don't know who the Bee Gees are. I really do. Anyways, Jellybean, don't do that, baby. It's okay. Why don't you come over here, sweetheart? Tell hi, everybody. Jellybean. Okay, you can put it over here. Say hi to everybody. He's gonna come now because he's got his little. He wants to play with the ribbons on Christy's present. So then, after we ate dinner, we watched Wonder Woman 84. And now I am here making a video with you. And I want to say, I did not fall asleep in the middle of the movie. No, I did not. So, that's what I did today. It was very relaxing. The lasagna was awesome. Jim got a cake. So I've also just had cake, which is also why I'm probably a little shiny. Because it did have some sugar. We do the best we can. He gets just a regular white cake with raspberry fruit in the middle and a whipped cream icing instead of like regular icing. I don't like regular icing anyway. It's too sweet. So it was really good. But, you know, it was a little bit of sugar, so I'm going to sweat for a bit. It's just what happens to me. So that was my day. If you guys want to comment down below with how your Christmas was, that would be awesome. And now I am going to open the Cotton Cuts mystery box of fat quarters, and I'm going to open it for day 26. Okay, here's the box. Jellybean, you ready to see the fat quarter for today? Yeah? There are also some patterns in here, and I figured I would show those on the last day of the month. So it'd be kind of like a little lanyap at the end. Okay. Day 26 for the Cotton Cuts fat quarter. Okay. Our little saying is, be the person you want to have in your life. I try. Sammy! Sammy lost us again. The Jellybean is here. Okay, so actually this, it's a brown fat quarter. And I have to say, I'm actually really glad I got this, because anytime I have to put together something that is like a tree or anything really that requires brown, I think you guys all know what happens. I don't have any because I don't buy brown. And actually, I kind of like this one. I really do. It's not just plain brown. It's kind of got some spatter to it there. Let's see if there's some selvage with writing on it. And no, there is not. So I'm not sure what it is, but I'm very happy to have it, actually. And that is the fat quarter from Cotton Cuts today. And I am very excited to have shared that with you. So thank you so much for coming for day 26. And I will see you tomorrow. So come on back now, won't ya? Bye, guys. Mwah.